Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Henry.
And I'm Sarah. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're walking, relaxing, or drinking some tea, thank you for spending time with us.
Today's episode is all about something simple but super important. How to talk about your daily routine in English.
Yes, this is one of the first things you should learn when speaking English. It helps you talk about your life, your habits, and your schedule. And the good news is, it's easy to learn and use every day.
We'll show you how to describe your whole day, from morning to night, using simple vocabulary, natural expressions, and clear grammar.
And we'll also share our own daily routine so you can hear real examples. Then you'll get a chance to practice with us.
So grab your notebook if you like, relax, and let's start learning English together, step by step. Are you ready, Sarah?
I'm ready. Let's go.
So, Sarah, let's start with a question. What time did you wake up this morning?
Oh, I woke up at 6:30 a.m. today. That's actually a little earlier than usual for me. How about you?
Nice! I woke up at 7 a.m. I usually wake up around that time on weekdays. First thing I do is check my phone. Bad habit, I know.
Same here. I try not to, but sometimes I scroll for 10 minutes before I even get out of bed.
After that, I get up, stretch a little, then head straight to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth.
I do that too, but first I make my bed. I like to start the day tidy. It helps me feel organized.
That's smart. I skip that step, laughs. Okay, then what's next for you?
Next, I make a cup of coffee. I can't start my day without coffee. Then I sit down at the kitchen table and eat breakfast, usually something simple like toast and eggs.
Sounds good. I usually have oatmeal and a banana. I try to eat healthy in the morning.
Me too. After breakfast, I take a quick shower, get dressed, and start my workday.
Same here. I usually start work at 9 a.m., so I try to be ready by 8:30. That gives me time to check my emails or review my to-do list.
Wow, sounds like we have pretty similar mornings. Simple, calm, and productive.
Exactly. And the great thing is, if you're listening right now, you can describe your morning too, using the same simple phrases. I wake up at. I eat breakfast. I start work at.
Yes, and don't worry if your routine is different. The important thing is to practice speaking about it in English.
Coming up next, we'll teach you the most useful vocabulary and phrases to talk about your day. All right, now it's time to learn some useful vocabulary and phrases you can use when talking about your daily routine. These are simple words you hear every day.
Let's start with common action verbs. These verbs describe what you do during your day. Listen carefully. Wake up. I wake up at 7 a.m. Get up. I get up right after my alarm rings. Brush my teeth. I brush my teeth twice a day. Take a shower. I take a quick shower in the morning. Get dressed. I get dressed before breakfast.
Good ones. Let's add a few more. Eat breakfast. I eat breakfast at 8. Go to work or go to school. I go to work by bus. Start work. I start work at 9 a.m. Have lunch. I have lunch around 1 p.m. Finish work. I finish work at 5:30. Go home. I go home after work.
These are so helpful. And of course, don't forget the evening verbs. Cook dinner. I cook dinner at 7. Relax. I relax on the sofa after dinner. Watch TV. I watch TV in the evening. Go to bed. I go to bed at 10. Fall asleep. I usually fall asleep quickly.
Nice. Now, let's talk about time expressions. These help you explain when you do something. In the morning, I drink coffee in the morning. At 7 a.m. / at 8:30. I wake up at 7 a.m. Before work, I shower before work. After lunch, I take a short walk after lunch. In the evening, I read a book in the evening. At night, before bed, I check my phone before bed.
You can also use frequency words to talk about how often you do something. Always. I always brush my teeth in the morning. Usually. I usually eat lunch at 1. Sometimes. I sometimes go for a walk. Rarely. I rarely skip breakfast. Never. I never drink coffee at night.
Great job, everyone. Try repeating some of these phrases after us.
I get up at 6:30 in the morning.
I take a shower and eat breakfast.
I start work at 9 and have lunch at 1.
I go home at 5:30 and cook dinner.
I watch TV in the evening and go to bed at 10.
Excellent. Practice saying these sentences out loud, even if you're alone. The more you say them, the more natural it becomes.
And now that you know the words, let's hear how they sound in a real daily routine. Up next, Henry shares his full day. All right, now it's time to hear a full daily routine example. Henry, walk us through your day, from morning to night.
Sure. So, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. My alarm goes off, and I try not to hit the snooze button too many times.
That's a good start. What do you do after you wake up?
First, I get up and go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I take a quick shower. After that, I get dressed, usually jeans and a t-shirt if I'm working from home.
Sounds like a smooth morning so far. What about breakfast?
I go to the kitchen and make some oatmeal. I also drink a big glass of water and sometimes coffee. I like to listen to music or a podcast while I eat.
Nice habit. Do you start work right after breakfast?
Yes, I start work at 9 a.m. I work from home, so I just go to my desk and open my laptop. I check my emails, make a to-do list, and begin my tasks.
How long do you work before taking a break?
I usually work for about 2 hours, then take a short break to stretch or walk around the house. Sometimes I make tea or do a little breathing exercise.
Very healthy. What about lunch?
I have lunch around 1 p.m. I usually cook something simple, like eggs, rice, or a salad. I try not to eat too much so I don't feel sleepy in the afternoon.
Smart. What's your afternoon like?
In the afternoon, I go back to work. I usually have meetings, write reports, or work on new ideas. I finish work at 5:30 p.m.
And then do you go outside?
Yes. If the weather is nice, I go for a walk in the park or run some errands. Then I come home, cook dinner, and relax.
What's your evening routine?
After dinner, I usually watch a TV show or read a book. Sometimes I call a friend or just relax. Around 10:30, I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and maybe listen to soft music. Then, I go to bed and fall asleep around 11.
That sounds like a very balanced and healthy day, and the great part is you used simple, clear English the whole time.
Exactly. And now, it's your turn, Sarah. Let's hear about your daily routine. Okay, Sarah. Now it's your turn. What does a typical day look like for you?
All right. So, I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I try to get up as soon as my alarm rings, but sometimes I stay in bed for a few minutes.
That's understandable. So what's the first thing you do after you get up?
I always make my bed first. It helps me feel like I've started the day right. Then I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I stretch for 5 minutes or do a short yoga video on YouTube.
Wow, that's a great way to wake up your body and mind.
Thanks. After stretching, I take a shower and get dressed. I usually wear something casual and comfortable if I'm working from home.
Same here. What do you usually have for breakfast?
I like to keep it simple. I usually make a smoothie with banana, milk, and oats, or sometimes I just have toast and peanut butter. And of course, I always have a cup of coffee.
Coffee is a must. So, when do you start work?
I usually start work at 8:30 a.m. I check my schedule, reply to emails, and plan my tasks for the day. I usually work on writing or preparing lessons.
Do you take any breaks during the morning?
Yes, I take a short break around 10:30 to stand up, stretch, or drink some water. I think it's important to move a little, especially when you're sitting at a desk all day.
Totally agree. What about lunch?
I eat lunch around 12:30. I usually cook something light like a sandwich, salad, or some rice with vegetables. Then I take a short walk if I have time.
That sounds relaxing. And how's your afternoon?
In the afternoon, I continue working until around 4:30 or 5. I try to stay focused and finish my main tasks before the evening.
And what do you do after work?
After work, I take some time to relax. I often read a book, listen to music, or call a friend. Around 7, I cook dinner, usually something easy like pasta or soup.
Nice. And how do you end your day?
After dinner, I sometimes watch a show or do something creative, like drawing or writing in my journal. I start getting ready for bed around 10. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and turn off my phone. I try to go to sleep by 10:30 so I feel fresh in the morning.
I love how balanced your day is. Simple, healthy, and peaceful.
Thanks, Henry. And for our listeners, your daily routine doesn't need to be perfect. Just practice talking about it in English. That's the key.
Exactly. And now that you've heard both of our routines, let's look at the grammar behind it. Coming up next. All right, now that you've heard our daily routines, let's take a few minutes to talk about the grammar behind what we said. Don't worry, we'll keep it simple.
Yes, the good news is, when we talk about our daily routine, we use the present simple tense. That means we use the base form of the verb for most subjects like, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work.
Right. Let's break it down. For I, you, we, and they, we use the base verb. I wake up at 7. They have lunch at noon. But for he, she, and it, we usually add s or s to the verb. She wakes up at 6:30. He goes to school by bus. It starts at 9.
This is a common mistake English learners make, so watch out. Don't forget the S, she wake up early. She wakes up early.
Let's practice with a few examples. I'll say the subject and verb, and Sarah will make a sentence. Ready? Subject, I. Verb, brush.
I brush my teeth every morning.
Nice. Okay, next one. He. Verb, eat.
He eats lunch at 12:30.
Perfect. Now let's talk about frequency adverbs. These words show how often you do something.
Here are some examples. Always. I always drink water in the morning. Usually, she usually goes for a walk. Sometimes, they sometimes skip breakfast. Rarely, he rarely watches TV. Never. I never work late on Fridays.
And remember, these adverbs usually come before the verb. For example, I usually eat at home. She always checks her email in the morning.
Exactly. Let's give our listeners a chance to practice. Henry will say a sentence and you, the listener, can repeat after him. Ready?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I always drink coffee in the morning. She goes to work at 9 a.m. They never eat dinner late.
Nice job. Practicing these patterns every day will help you speak more naturally and correctly.
Coming up next, let's practice with a fun role play. Pretend you're a student telling us about your day.
Now it's time for a fun role play practice. We'll pretend we're students talking about our daily routines, just like you might do in a real conversation.
Yes, this is a great way to practice speaking naturally. First, I'll be the student, and Sarah will ask me questions about my day. Then, we'll switch roles.
Hi there. Can you tell me about your morning routine?
Sure. I wake up at 6:45 a.m. I brush my teeth and take a shower. Then I get dressed and eat breakfast.
Nice. What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually eat toast and eggs, and I drink a cup of tea.
Sounds good. What time do you start school?
I start school at 8:30. I leave home at 8 and walk to school.
Great job. Now what do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I do my homework, eat dinner, and relax. I go to bed around 10 p.m.
Perfect. That was a very clear daily routine.
Okay, now it's your turn, Sarah. I'll ask the questions this time. Hi, can you tell me about your day?
Sure. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and make my bed. Then I have a smoothie for breakfast.
Very healthy. What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 a.m. I work from home, so I go to my desk after breakfast.
Nice. And what do you do in the afternoon?
I work until 5 p.m. After that, I go for a walk or listen to music.
And what about your evening routine?
In the evening, I cook dinner, watch a show, and relax. I go to bed around 10:30.
Very clear and simple. Well done.
Now, dear listener, it's your turn. Pause the podcast and try to speak out loud about your daily routine.
Yes. You can even pretend to answer our questions. Let's try a few.
What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? What time do you start work or school? What do you do in the evening?
Great job. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Coming up next, we'll give you tips to describe your day even more naturally. Now that you've practiced talking about your daily routine, let's give you some simple but powerful tips to help you speak more naturally and confidently.
Tip number 1. Use time words to organize your day. Words like first, then, after that, in the morning, in the evening, these help your routine flow better. For example, first, I wake up. Then, I brush my teeth. After that, I eat breakfast.
Yes, those small words make your speaking sound more natural. Tip number 2. Keep your sentences short and simple. You don't need long or complicated grammar. Just say, I wake up at 7. I eat lunch at 1. I watch TV in the evening. Simple is clear, and clear is good English.
Tip number 3. Be consistent with your verb tense. When you talk about your routine, use the present simple tense. Don't switch to the past or future unless you're telling a story. I get up, I eat, I go to work. Not, I got up, I'm going to work.
Great tip. And here's tip number 4. Practice out loud, even if you're alone. Describe your day while walking, cooking, or brushing your teeth. Talk to yourself like this. I'm brushing my teeth now, then I'll eat breakfast.
Yes, and if you want to improve even faster, try recording yourself, then listen and see how you can improve.
And finally, tip number 5. Don't worry about mistakes. It's okay to make errors. The important thing is to speak. The more you practice, the better you'll become.
Absolutely. Coming up next, we'll give you a few sentences and pauses so you can practice speaking with us. Let's do it together.
All right, listeners, now it's your turn to practice speaking with us. We will say simple sentences about daily routines and then pause for a few seconds so you can repeat them out loud.
Remember, don't worry about mistakes. Just try to say the sentence clearly and confidently.
I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I brush my teeth after breakfast.
I start work at 9 a.m.
I have lunch at 1 o'clock.
I go home at 5:30 in the evening.
I cook dinner and relax.
I watch TV before I go to bed.
I go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Great job, everyone. Keep practicing these sentences every day. It will help your speaking feel more natural and confident.
Yes, try making your own sentences too. Talk about your morning, afternoon, or evening routines.
And don't forget, practice makes perfect. The more you speak, the better you become. Well done, everyone. You've learned so much today about how to talk about your daily routine in English.
Yes. Remember, Speaking about your day is a great way to practice English every single day. It's simple, useful, and helps build your confidence.
Don't worry if you make mistakes. That's part of learning. The important thing is to keep speaking, listening, and practicing.
Try to describe your day out loud, even if it's just to yourself. Record your voice or talk with a friend. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
And remember, everyone starts somewhere. Every small step moves you closer to speaking English fluently.
So keep going. You can do this. We believe in you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now. Stay motivated and keep speaking English every day.
Thank you for listening to the English Learning Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode about talking about your daily routine.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe and leave us a comment. We love hearing from you.
And don't forget to practice every day. Small steps lead to big progress.
See you in the next episode, where we'll help you speak even more confidently.
Take care and keep learning.